Hello, my name is Demi Watkins. For my finals project today, I'll be going over my strengths and weaknesses and how to avoid the weaknesses and improve them. One of my strengths is taking notes. I do very well keeping my notes organized, trying to color code different things, making sure that they are short and concise, but still detailed with enough information. My next strength will be problem solving. I do very good with analytical things, math problems, problem solving just in general. I'm very hands-on. I love math. Another part of the reason why I led into this pathway with architecture, with all the math that it embodies. My next strength would be that I'm adaptable. I've never taken online class, so for me to have my first online class, of course with it being virtual, I had to adapt very easily and figure out how modules work and how tech savvy with technology and how to be able to navigate through the assignments. Some of my weaknesses is time management. I work full-time. I'm a wife. I have a house. I'm not a kid fresh out of college that has ample amount of times on their hand. I have grown-up responsibilities, so I struggle with time management just because of living a grown-up life, so to speak. The way that I can fix that, though, is to make a schedule and abide by that schedule as far as building in time to where I have designated times and to sit down and focus throughout the week. It will be a big way of helping solve that problem of time management. Another weakness that I have is procrastination. I rely heavily on my skills of being working under pressure. And getting things done. I just rely that when it comes down and my back's against the wall, I see things through and I get it handled. But again, it is at the very last second, so it's like I don't have a choice to. That is definitely one of my biggest weaknesses. My third weakness would be stress management, but I think that comes along with procrastination, trying to let work build upon itself and not being able to necessarily break things apart and do it task by task. And unfortunately I like to do it all at one time, and that gives me a sense of feeling very overwhelmed. And when I get stressed out, I tend to cry out of frustration from time to time, especially with schoolwork. So again, just making sure I have a task list, develop a task list to try and break things down, not let projects build on top of itself, and allow myself some more time to complete things in a shorter time frame versus all at one time. To outline a plan, again, I would go back and try and make a detailed schedule for the week to make sure that I'm holding myself accountable to that schedule. Just because you make a schedule doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to follow through and see it through. So that will be my biggest thing with, even though I make a schedule, just trying to see it through and hold myself accountable to those blocks of time that I designate for the week for myself for school. As far as time management, again, making an outline of a task list. If I have 5 classes and certain things are due at different points in the week, just trying to get it done in little chunks instead of all in one day and at the very last second. So that'll help giving me that feeling of being overwhelmed. Instead of now having to do 4 assignments at one time, now if I do one on Monday and another one on Wednesday evening and then maybe 2 on Friday, it might work out a little better in my favor and help overcome that weakness. My major, I'm actually double majoring in architectural and civil engineering technology. I decided to do both to make myself more marketable for employees for hire. I really take this education seriously just because of the fact of I have a degree, a 4-year degree, a bachelor's degree that I do, not that I do nothing with, but it hasn't satisfied me in the way that I wanted it to. and I'm paying for school out of pocket. And so I take this very serious, and I know that I don't have time to mess around and let these weaknesses be a cause of why I can't complete the goal of graduating with an associate degree in both of these that I'm set out to do. So in order for me to do that, I know that I must stick to that schedule, abide by those things, making sure that I allow myself the time to get these projects done, along with trying to work full time and take care of a house and home and still be able to accomplish what I've set out to do. I feel like if I can stick to that schedule and I can be less of a procrastinator and stay organized with my studies and different classes, that will help see me through graduation and even beyond that, which to be successful in whatever line of work that I do end up in from having this degree, making sure that I stay organized within that and ultimately help me be successful on out. Thank you again. My name is Demi Watkins. I really enjoyed this class. It was very informational. Thanks.